Hillary Clinton said, "We lose total control if social media companies don't moderate content." That's the true reason for censorship. She let the cat out the bag and explain exactly why they want to censor every alternative narrative, because they don't have control over the narrative. They can't spew their propaganda because their propaganda can be checked. It can be people can be deprogrammed with the truth, and they don't like it. This is why they hate Twitter so much. This is why they hate Elon Musk so much. We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna share the video. We're gonna talk about the video. But before we get started, go ahead and hit that like button, share this out so we can get this information out there. Subscribe if you're not already a subscriber, and hit that alarm bell so you know when I'm putting out new stuff. Also, check out my link tree in the description. It has a link to my Patreon. That's where I talk about things I can't talk about here. There's also a link to my Instagram and my X account, so follow me on those platforms as well. All right, so let's talk about this news. Now, this comes from the Daily Wire. My second article of the day from the Daily Wire. They report that former U.S. Secretary of State Hillary Clinton said during an interview over the weekend that there needed to be more regulation and censorship on the internet, or else the government will lose control. Clinton made the remarks during a Saturday appearance on CNN's Smerconish. I'm sorry, Smerconish, however you pronounce that, with host Michael, whatever his name is, while talking about social initiatives that Clinton want to see society engage in. Quote, we can look at the state of California, the state of New York. I think some other states have also taken action, Clinton began. But we need national action, and sadly our Congress has been dysfunctional when it comes to addressing these threats to our children, she said. See, they always try to pull on our heartstrings and be like, oh, it's for the children. You know what I'm saying? But what about the children of Haiti that you stole money from when you're supposed to be giving money to them? What about that? What about your Clinton Foundation, one of the most corrupt foundations that harm children in the world? What about that? But now all of a sudden you want to censor free speech for the children. Get out of here, Hillary. She said that the issue should be, quote, at the top of every legislative political agenda. Let's just get to the clip here. Let's play it here. Here we go.
So I was happy to see you cite the work of Robert Putnam. Bowling alone made an impact on me. The discussion of social capital of the sort that I'm sure the Rodhams enjoyed in Park Ridge, right? Participation, belonging, volunteerism that is so missing today. You cite Jonathan Haidt. You cite Jean Twenge. Here's what disappoints me, and it's not about you, Madam Secretary. I'm shocked that no person, no Republican, no Democrat is championing this issue. The social science is so clear. The political science is so clear. Our fabric is frayed as a nation. Our kids are disconnected. Too much time behind closed doors on devices and not enough time replicating the experience of their parents and grandparents. So what do we do about it? What do we do?
Well, I don't disagree with that. I don't disagree with getting the kids off the computers and out in the world and being outside, touching grass. I have no issue with that. But the censorship part, and then they try to use that as a reason to save the children as a reason for censorship. This is just ugly how they doing that.
About it for your grandkids.
Well, Michael, there are people who are championing it, but it's been a long and difficult road to get anything done. Actually, we can look at the state of California, the state of New York. I think some other states have also taken action, but we need national action. And sadly, our Congress has been dysfunctional when it comes to addressing these threats to our children. So you're absolutely right. This should be at the top of every legislative political agenda. There should be a lot of things done. We should be, in my view, repealing something called Section 230, which gave, platforms on the internet immunity because they were thought to be just pass-throughs, that they shouldn't be judged for the content that is posted. But we now know that that was an overly simple view, that if the platforms, whether it's Facebook or Twitter X or Instagram or TikTok, whatever they are, if they don't moderate and monitor the content, we lose total control. And it's not just the social and psychological effects, it's real harm. It's, child porn and threats of violence, things that are terribly dangerous. So
for the child porn stuff, there are already mechanisms in place that can prevent that. It's like, but Facebook is not doing that. So that's totally different from what we're talking about when it comes to censorship, though. You see how they try to throw all of that stuff together just so they can have an excuse, they can have a reason, they can have rationale to shut down your free speech. It's just ugly. And if they can stop me from saying certain phrases or certain things on YouTube, why they can't stop Child P from being pushed on places like Facebook, was one of the #1 purveyors of that stuff, but yet government is not really worried about that. They're more concerned about censoring our free speech.
So I couldn't agree with you more. We need to remove the immunity from liability, and we need to have guardrails. We need regulation. We've conducted this big experiment on ourselves and particularly our kids, and I think the evidence is in that we've got to do more. Take phones out of schools. I'm so happy to see schools beginning to do that, where the kids turn their phone in when they walk in the door. And guess what, Michael? It won't surprise you because you're on this. Kids are paying better attention in class. They are talking to each other in the lunchroom, things that used to be part of your daily life when you were a child in school.
See how they slick they are, though. They try to compare that and mix that up with freedom of speech, with regulations to stop you from saying whatever it is you want to say online. It's just ugly work here. But y'all, let's see what some of the comments are here. I never normally look at the comments, but let's see what they say. Why do you, of all people, think we should allow you or your government ilk to control what we think or say? I agree with that. Not surprised that the fear of losing control of all of us non-elite pawns come from that source. Trump wins in 2016. Save the republic from the tyrant who desires power over free people. Amen, amen. She's an evil woman. I wish you just retire and ride off in the sunset and leave us people alone. Hillary Clinton, we shot you down how many times as president, and you keep coming back. And people don't want or care anything about your opinion. But y'all, let me know what y'all think about this. Leave your comments down below. Like, share, and subscribe, and check out jjthepsychotherapist.com for the latest in news. Until next time, peace.